Hi, this is Dave Philippi with FabCAD, and we have a movie on YouTube right now called Circular Stair Layout and Design. That one we do manually using regular AutoCAD commands. I want to do, that movie's about 18 minutes long or something like that. I want to do one using AutoRail and do this thing a whole lot quicker. So the first thing I need to do is bring in the data for the circular stair. So here are the field dimensions that we're going to work from to build this stair. It's got a finished floor of 124 inches, an outside radius of 120, and a degree turn of 135. The width of the stair is 36 inches. The maximum riser height is 7.5, and the width of the stringer is 1. So first thing we need to do is to determine how many treads and risers we need. So let's draw a line. This is one of the few draw commands we're going to use to do this. We'll draw a line 124 inches. Okay, let's double check it and make sure. 10'4". Okay. And then we said that the maximum riser height is 7.5. So I'm going to use the measure command and measure this line at 7.5 inch segment. So I'm just going to do 7.5, and it'll measure. It's measuring from this point to here 7.5 inches until it gets to the top. Well, we're just measuring. We're just hatching it off at 7.5 inch increments. So let's see exactly how many nodes we have here. That'll tell us how many treads we have. So I'm going to put a window around those nodes, not around the line. So I'm just erasing those. And that's 16 nodes. Okay, so you go over here to this, and the treads are 16. So there's 17 risers and 16 treads. So we need that information. Okay, let me move this down. To get the run of this stair, we need to develop the plan view. So let's start with that. So I'm going to draw a circle. Type D for diameter. Well, the radius is 120, so the diameter would be 240. So 240. So let's see what the radius is. Let's double check that. So the radius, 10 feet. Okay, that's what it's supposed to be. All right, let me move this over. Now we need to lay out the degree turn. So it's 135 degrees. So we'll start with a vertical line. First, we'll draw a line from the top quadrant to the center of the circle. And then we want to get to 135 degrees. We need to rotate this line, but I also want to copy it. So I'm going to click Rotate and select the objects, and then pick the end point, which will be the center. And then you'll look at the bottom and you see we have two options, copy and reference. Okay, so specify the reference angle. We'll say that's 0, and the new angle is 135. Enter, and it made a copy of it. Okay, so let's see if that is in fact 135 degrees. So we'll do an angular dimension from here to here, 135. Always check everything as you go, because if something's wrong and you've gone through all the layout, you'll have to redo the whole thing again. All right, so let's just move this over a little bit. All right, so let's trim this circle. Oh, this is the only part we need here. I'm going to erase this. All right, so now the width of the stringer is 1, so I'm going to offset 1, because the stair is going to attach to the inside of the stringer. And then it's 36 inches wide, so I'll do offset again and type in 36, and click this here, and then offset again 1 to get the outside line of the inside stringer. Then I will trim. I want to trim to this point here because I want to array the step tread line. So this is the tread line here at the top. And we want to array this down and do the layout. So I'm going to go to a classic array command, and I'm going to do polar array, and I'm going to select the objects, which is this line here. Alright, and then the center point of the array is the center of the stringer, which lights up right there. Alright, number of items. There is 16 treads. It'll take 17 lines to draw the 16 treads, so I'll do 17. And the angle is 135, so 135. There it is. Okay. So let's copy this line here, this line here. This is going to be where you start detailing your actual tread piece. So I'm going to put that over here and then trim it. Alright, and let's get the length of the outside and the length of the inside. So I go up here to arc length and I pick this piece here. That's the tread width on the outside, and this is the tread width on the inside. So let's take a look at the riser height. We haven't got to that point yet. So the outside curved tread width is 17 8/16. 1 foot 5.5. So that's 17.5, and this is 17/8, which is 17.5. And then the inside is 12 4/16, which would be a quarter. That's 1 foot 1/4 inch. So these two arc lines match this. Okay, so now we've got the plan view of the inside and outside stringer. Before AutoRail can draw the elevations of this, we need to get the length of the inside stringer, the run on the inside stringer, and the run on the outside stringer. We know the rises are the same. So I'm going to do the arc length of the outside stringer here, and I'm using the inside line because that's where the stair is attached. That's 23 feet 4 7/16. And then I'm going to get the arc length of the inside here, and that's 16 foot 3 5/8. So now we go to the Stair Rail program, and I'm going to import a template, Stair and Stringer Rail. Let me load that. I'll load that. So I'm going to turn off the landing. I'm going to make the height of the rail 36 inches tall. I'm going to change this to 36. So I'm going to turn off the handrail. The number of treads is 16. Automatically gives me the number of risers. I'm going to leave the maximum spacing at 65 inches because it's sitting on the stringer. So I'm going to use a 12-inch stringer. I've got a 1-inch gap in between there. So the rise is 124, and the run on the first one is 23 feet 4-7/16. So let's draw it and see what happens. We'll draw this, and I'll do it over here. Okay, so that's the outside stringer. Let's check the dimensions. So the length of the tread, 1 foot 5.5, which matches that, which matches this. The riser height. Riser height is 7 5/16. What's the riser height? 7 5/16 from this. This is from the Excel spreadsheet here. Okay. All right. Let's combine the two. Okay. So now that is the layout, and that is the exploded view of the outside stringer and the rail. All done. Let's do the inside stringer. Then I go back to the Stair Rail program, and I change my run to the 16 foot 3-5/8, and I draw that, and this is the inside stringer, which obviously will be steeper. Okay, there it is. So let's see what the rise is going to be the same. Let's see, the height of the riser is 7 5/16, which is supposed to be, and then the length of the tread is 12 1/4, and that is exactly what it is here. And that's exactly what it is here. 12 1/4 inches. Where is that? Right here. Okay? So, just like that, you have your railing, you have your inside stringer, you have your outside stringer, you got all your stairs laid out, you got your tread here, plan of your tread, you got your plan view of your circular stair all done in this little bit of time. Take care. Bye.